QJ SRK 600 RS, how sporty is this lively machine? The answer's coming up in this video. QJ SRK 600 RS, you've got to be careful right from the start to classify it properly. It's not a 600 that can compete with a ZXR or a CBR 600. It sits a level below in both power and price. You can feel that, but in a good way, for instance, thanks to its crisp 160 rear tire. So, a narrower tire, a slimmer bike. From the setup and the way the clip-ons are mounted, it's a sporty motorcycle, but not a Supersport you'd take to the track to chase lap records. It's a bike you'd ride on twisty country roads, relaxed and cool. But of course, such bikes can't sneak past us unnoticed. They also have to prove themselves on the 1000 PS lap time test track. And there, the QJ motor really surprised me with how lively and eager the engine feels. When I hopped on, the riding position felt good, laid back and relaxed, but still sporty enough that I'd pass as someone with racing intentions. I'm 1.85 meters tall, just for reference, so probably one of the taller riders who'll be aboard this bike. Still, it was a comfortable position, and even though you're sitting quite upright, I often felt tempted to hang off a bit in the corners. But let's go back to the engine and how the ride started. It's got something cheeky about it. I really enjoyed rolling on the throttle out of bends, accelerating out, and at the back, it's not that high-pitched scream you get from four-cylinder engines, but more of a throb, a growl. The blend of rev happiness and power delivery met my expectations. The joy I felt in the saddle actually surprised me because I had mentally filed it away as a low-budget bike. I've got to take it out of that box now because it's got good brakes, a decent chassis, and a fun, lively engine. And with those 160 tires, I kept being pleasantly surprised. I'd pick a line and instantly feel that joy in the corners. With many Supersport bikes, I don't even bother hanging off because switching from one side to the other always brings load changes. That wasn't the case here. I could move around on it and it still felt smooth and right. The bike held its line well, and I think I was riding at a fair pace. I reckon it'll slot in nicely in the lap time rankings. If I had to criticize something, it would mainly be the electronics. They've tried to fit in more than the bike really needs. There's a traction control system, but it intervenes too harshly. And with the ABS, if you're riding sportily, you basically have to switch to off-road mode. In off-road mode, the ABS is dialed back enough to allow proper sporty braking. Because if you don't, when braking hard into corners, the ABS gets overwhelmed and releases pressure. And that doesn't improve safety, quite the opposite. It's a pity that electronic rider aids in 2025 are still sometimes implemented in a way that actually works against their intended purpose. I think it would have been smarter to skip the traction control altogether and spend more time refining the ABS. But from what I've researched, apparently the production models are supposed to get updates for that. Whether that's really the case, who knows? Just keep an eye on it when you take it for a test ride in a safe environment. Check whether the ABS allows sporty braking in the corner entry zone. The seating position I'll hop on again, though I think we've got some clips of other riders too. Felt perfect for me. It's actually great fun to throw a leg over. Knee angle's fine, upper body relaxed, but I still had that mischievous urge to hang off and ride it sportily. Definitely not a sport tourer this. It's a proper sporty ride. And what I really liked on this track, even sitting up here, you can see it. The silhouette's very slim. That's the advantage of this compact engine. 4 cylinders are wider, of course. This one's compact, so you've got space to tuck in nicely, find your position, and even if you're a smaller rider, you'd still have an excellent, stable footing. I felt really comfortable on it. And when I feel comfortable and confident on a bike, able to move around and play with the lines, that usually means a decent lap time. But let's see what the stopwatch says. Where does the SRK 600S fit in? Stay tuned.